glasses. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily. You are in the home of the Forever Theater Kid, and in tonight's video, it's nighttime because I just watched the Tony Awards. I'm going to tell you my top 10 best moments of the Tonys. If you missed them, if you can't watch them because you don't have cable, they're inspirational, they're funny, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to find them all on YouTube. So if I can, I'll link them all down below, but make sure that you subscribe to my channel, because here we just do the theater thing and accept each other and love each other and become a family and talk about theater and performing and the perks of performing and the downsides of performing and the upsides and the sideways sides and all the different sides of performing and what theater life is actually like. I hope you'll stay, I hope you'll subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get. I know it's cliche to say it, I know, but every single performance was incredible. I know that they're all going to be available and probably on Broadway.com or Playbill.com or YouTube. Just search for them. All the performances were so incredible. I tried to write down like specific ones and I was like, oh my god, that was amazing. Oh my god, that was amazing. Oh my god, that was amazing. I came up with something, I think, for every performance, so I'll just go through them really quickly. Oh, I do want to say there's going to be spoilers. This is for people that want to know how everything basically happened at the Tonys, so there's going to be spoilers. Ali Stroker in Oklahoma. I am not an Oklahoma fan. I've been thinking for a while that it's been outdated. Why bring it back? I just think that when I've seen it in the past, I thought it was problematic. I haven't seen it, so I really can't judge it, but my thought was, why bring it back? From the rendition that I saw and the veracity that came out with it and the intensity that the subject material was given, which I've never seen towards the material before, I was all about it. I mean, and Ali Stroker, I mean, girl made history tonight. And I was so impressed with just her voice was just incredible. Her stage presence was incredible. I loved everything that she was given on that stage, and she's paved the way for so many young people and older people alike who do have disabilities and I'm so sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Don't mean to offend, but I think that's the term to use, and if I'm wrong, please tell me down below. Or of limitations. She said disabilities or limitations. Born for the stage, and she's incredible, and I was so happy when she won. Spoiler, she won, and she was amazing. Hadestown, I loved it. I mean, I love Hadestown. I haven't seen it, but the music is so incredible. The effects of the staging and the lights were really incredible. I just really wanted, like, I wanted Eurydice's there. I wanted Ava there. Like, her voice is everything to me, so I really wanted her in it more. And I think that was a tease because, like, I keep hearing videos of her just like wailing, wait for me, and it's not out yet, and I haven't heard the whole thing. And she didn't sing, and I was just like, you know what, she has so many shows a week, she belts so much, maybe she had to be taken out of it, maybe she was never written to be in, like, fully into the Tony performance. That's okay, but I just really wanted to hear her sing that song. The rest of the company was incredible, so I'm being selfish in asking that, but the Fates, cast me, please. The Fates were amazing. They're so haunting, and there's harmonies. Can we just Prom, the choreo for that? Does anybody else feel like that's the choreo that they see and they're like, oh my god, I could totally do that, I could totally whack that out, and then they go do it and they look like a fool? I think that's gonna be me. But it looks so fun and so high energy and so loving, and I was just so happy watching it. Like, the shows that were performing tonight were shows that needed to be performed, and their stories need to be told, and I was just in awe. Ain't Too Proud, can we just, with that high G that was sang during Just My Imagination, they most likely had a show today. They also had a rehearsal today. He had to do that numerous times today, and then he did it at the freaking Tonys. Sir, I can't find his name. If I find his name, I'm gonna list it right here. 70J Block in the Cher Show. I'm gonna be like my girl Amy Lovatt and say the Cher Show, the Cher Show, the Cher Show. Oh my gosh. Just 70J Block. She is Cher. I was like, okay, I'm sorry. Cher's in the building, everybody. Hello, welcome to Cher. What? She was so good. Amy Lovatt, YouTuber, enthusiast from England. I just watched her video the other day about the Cher Show and how she's obsessed with it. And I think watching that helped me really appreciate her performance. Oh my gosh. It was sick. And the costumes, sick. Number 9, James Corden. He did a great job hosting. I think he's a great host. I'm not sure. I think he's hosted before. I want to say he's hosted something. The opening song was written by David Haverbaum and Tom Kitt. It was great. I loved it. I loved how it incorporated so many different shows into one. It brought everybody out. There was great choreography. The girl in James Corden's right shoulder was giving me all the face in the world. She was my favorite person to watch. I couldn't keep my eyes off of her. She's just, if you're watching it, if you watch it, watch the girl that's on like house left, stage right over her shoulder. The whole time she's like, I was like, that would be me. If my legs were that long, could dance like that. That sure as hell would be me right there, right behind him, giving all the face, bringing all the attention to her. That'd be me. Ain't too proud. Ain't too proud to say that, tell you what. I'm sure if you look up James Corden tries to start a beef or something like that, basically James Corden was basically saying that like the Tonys get bad ratings because people aren't mean to each other here, because everybody in the theater community usually likes each other. At least we're really fake to each other a lot of the times, which is true. Let's admit. Like, we try to be friends with everybody, but we're not friends with everybody. Please. We've all been in that high school dressing room. There's always some kind of beef. Usually not the beef that we're looking for. Hey-yo. I love the Laura. If you gotta watch it, I don't even want to spoil this one. Just watch until like Laura Linney and Audrey McDonald like go head to head, because I just love both of them separately so much, and I never realized how much I'd love it when they have a little scene together. So extra, and I loved it so much. I mean, the SASS, you can't even like look up the SASS. Just like, I want to just say like, maybe type in like the most memeable moments of the Tonys, because I'm sure these are gonna come up. One of the presenters just went glasses and like put her glasses on. I was like, that's the Tonys. And then another woman had her glasses and she was like trying to toss them over her shoulder. I was like, why are you tossing your glasses over your shoulder? Outfits, like the SASS was incorporated into everything. SASS and the shade of it all. I think they were really running, they knew they were going to be running out of time, because actors, we love to talk. Like, tell me, I'm on like number 7 right now, and I'm already 17 minutes in. We love to talk. Every commercial break, Gabe and I kept going, why is this, like, who's messing up? Who's messing up? And they're jumping too fast. These jump cuts are too quick. And it's clearly they already knew at the top of the show that they were running out of time. Marissa Tomei comes out with Michael Shannon. Come out, and like people are still like sitting, like they're running to like get into their seats, and it's so uncomfortable. And then they come out and they're clearly like, we're just like pushed out, and there's no words on the teleprompter, and Marissa Tomei just went, there's no words. And that's how I felt for a lot of the show. I just went, there's no words. I was thoroughly enjoyed the entire time. Like, I never once lost interest. And a lot of times with award shows, I get really bored really quick. Not with my Tonys. Number 6, the commercials. Was it the Super Bowl tonight of theater? Because every commercial spoke to theater people directly, or at least the community directly. And it was like the smartest advertising ever. And it was also really beautiful. Verizon had an ad, like Verizon coming out ad. Oh my gosh, that was the most, I cried. Gabe and I were sobbing at the end of this commercial. I really hope they're not actors. I think that's real. And if they were actors, they fooled me hard. It's people who have come out and have been kicked out of their homes, or families have been disconnected because they decided to live their truth and come out of the closet, and make the hardest decision of their lives and tell that huge truth about them. This is like the first time these people that were really important to them have connected again, and that's over the phone. And I thought it was beautiful. I just thought it was so beautiful and so moving and so touching, and really important. So many of the commercials, especially for awareness against HIV, STDs, various health conditions, for the LGBTQIAP+ community, because it's Pride Month. That's huge. I would have thought that the Tonys would have always landed in Pride Month, but maybe this is the first month that Pride is in June rather than May. Maybe they really went all in, which I think was really wonderful, and especially with performances like Prom, and with like queer icons like Cher. Choir Boys was like, there's so much. It was just really important and inspiring to see these stories brought to life. Some of them were a little intense. There's like one that was like so much about acting, so much about like a scene, that Gabe and I were like, what is this for? And then it was for Nordstrom, and we were like, most actors can't afford to shop at Nordstrom. Why is Nordstrom sponsoring this? Number 5, Choir Boys. It's a new play. I believe it's a play with music. That was what I got from the performance. Oh my God, it was incredible. Again, I haven't seen almost any of these shows because I've been away, and so this was really my first time seeing anything from all of it, And so like, I don't know specifics and I don't know details, but like every performance tonight literally like stole my heart. How dare they? Okay, this is from Playbill.com. The musical-filled play follows the hopes and dreams of the young singers at the Charles R. Drew Prep School for Boys, an institution dedicated to the education of strong, ethical black men. They incorporated step and movement and dance and African spirituals to the pressures of prep school, especially for that community, and the high pressures that they're under. And it was just like, it was all a cappella. I was sitting there, mouth agape on my couch, just like this. So incredible. Like, you have to look up that performance because it was insane. It was insane. I love plays with music. I'm just such a musical theater nerd, but like, music is so important. It's so impounded in my soul that like when it's not in a play, I get sad. Music is the soul, is the heartbeat of the show, and everything just derives from it. Loved it. Next performance, Cynthia Erivo. How dare you sing Can You Feel the Love Tonight during the memoriam and not expect me to weep uncontrollably? Her voice is outrageous. Her voice is just so buttery and rich and hard and soft and warm, and I don't even know how to describe her voice, but it's so good. So good. It's not even good. She's outstanding, incredible, amazing. I'm unable to. I can't. Number 3, Andre de Shield's speech. So Andre de Shield won for Best Featured Role in a Musical. Stood there poignant and was just basically like, I know I deserve this. I've been around forever. He said these are his 3 tips for longevity in his career. 1, surround yourself with people whose eyes light up when they see you coming. 2, slowly is the fastest way to get where you want to be. 3, the top of one mountain is the bottom of the next, so keep climbing. This is number 2, moment to watch. She won for Best Director of a Musical. Her speech was beautiful. It was very female-centric, female empowerment. Just loved it. She said, I'm not the only woman that should be in this category. She's like, there are so many women that are so ready. So give them the space. Give more people of color the space. Give more people in the queer community the space. Give more people the space. We are ready, we are wanting, and we're ready to thrive. And it was just like, in that place now that we can get space we've had space, so we're spreading ourselves, and we're making room, and we're reclaiming our time because it's time. And I loved that. That's what I got out of her speech, and I loved it so much. Clearly such good humans are working on Hadestown, and that's another reason why I really am dying to see it. The final moment, the final speech to watch was Stephanie J. Block, and when she won for Best Actress in a Musical for Cher. This woman is a chameleon. This woman does so much good, and she just seems like a theater nerd. She's one of us. She's a theater nerd. She's a geek. She's clearly grown into this incredible force of nature on stage. Her speech just like made me, I had to go back and rewatch it, not only for this video, but just to like hear it again. It was so honest and so wonderful. And what she said, number 1, she shouted out her voice teacher, which I was like, I'm writing her name down. Jill Goodsell, okay, writing your name down, great, I'm gonna give you a call. She speaks to her daughter right at the end of her speech. She's saying how mommy has an award, mommy won an award. But she said, it's not all about the win. It's about showing up. It's about doing your best, loving all people, and finding joy along the way. And I just like, again? Oh, and then she said at the end, and then she said to her husband, she was saying how much she loved him, and she said, if you ever leave me, I'm going with you. Which is basically what Gabe and I always say to each other. We're always like, please don't leave me. I'll never be able to be with anybody else because I'm so weird. So I just thought that was great. I loved it. It was so real and relatable and truthful and beautiful. And those were my top 10 moments of the Tonys that if you couldn't watch it, that you gotta go check out. type them up on YouTube, type them into Google. Playbill's gonna have a bunch tomorrow morning, or in the morning if you're watching this. Yeah, there's so much more, but those are the top 10 moments that are sticking out in my brain. If I can find any links, I'll leave them down below, but make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you subscribe and become part of the Forever Theater Kid family. We are a bunch of weirdos here that just love musical theater and talking about it and living it and performing and being in the theater community, even if you don't do theater anymore. As during Stephanie J. Block's speech, she was just saying how, like, I just really wanted to be part of that community so bad. I wanted to be part of the musical theater community. The people in it are the best. They're the most warm. Yeah, we can be the cattiest sometimes and we can be mean. That's true. But when it comes down to it, so many people have been through so much and they're really, really warm and they're good people, and some of them are assholes. That's always going to be true. But they tell really important stories, and they tell stories of people who don't get stories talked about often. And Rachel Chavkin said, "This is not a pipeline. This is the way theater is. It's about protest. It's about telling stories that are important and that need to be told. It's about bringing truth and living truth on stage, and bringing those stories to life." So I'm so happy that I really had to narrow this down tonight of what the best moments were of the Tonys. Both insightful, both really fun, and really, really inspirational. So especially if you've just graduated, especially if you're going into a new transitional phase like myself, where I feel like I've just graduated, these are great moments for you to watch, just to watch over and over again when you feel like you're down and out and you're not getting callbacks and you're afraid to go in the room because you have too much anxiety. Watch these things, make yourself happy, remember why you're there, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. 2 peace. Love. Tonys. Subscribe. Bye. I'm coming away from me. I hear the walls repeat. Everybody's asleep. I should go to bed.